Hey gang, welcome back to another edition of Intuitive Angling here. Thank you very much for taking some time to watch the video. Always much appreciated. Today we're going to give you guys a complete tutorial, sort of from my point of view, on treble hooks, as far as the size you need to use on different lures, styles, all that type of stuff. I wanted to do this video because one of the reoccurring questions I seem to get from subscribers is they want to know information on what type of hook that they need to change out on a stock hook that comes with a bait, specifically on jerk bait. So I'm going to give you guys my point of view on that, and things that might help you guys hook and land a lot more fish than you were in the past. Real quick, just wanted to do a quick reminder, remind everybody of the new View Products tab on YouTube here. If you guys look at the video, at the bottom of the video, you'll see a little thing that says View Products, or a little square down there. If you click on that, it just shows you guys some products that I think you guys might be interested in. And clicking on, every time you click on one of those products, the channel gets 20 cents. That's a great way to help support the channel if you're inclined to do that. Okay guys, let's get into this a little bit here. I'll show you real quick what my hook box looks like. There it is right there. Then I'm gonna go over some of my favorite ones here. First of all, getting into this, I use G-Finesse Gamakatsu hooks 99% of the time. The only hook that I use that's not a G-Finesse Gamakatsu is the Gamakatsu round bend in the red here. I'm pulling out here. Of course, they all get cocked together. That's the red hook right there. And I'll talk about that real quick before I get into the video. Guys, I like the red hooks for anytime I'm fishing smallmouth, or if I'm fishing like square bill crankbaits in really dirty water. Sometimes that red will help out. But like I said, that's the only situations that I don't use the G-Finesse Gamakatsu, which is this hook right here. And we'll get into that in a second. I found, Aaron Martin's designed that hook, and he's the one that got me using it. I remember this hook's been out for a while, but it hasn't been, real well known to the public except for the past couple of years. And Aaron's the one that got me using this hook, several years ago. And I've incorporated it into my arsenal almost completely. And like I said, 99% of the time, that's the one I'm using. Thing about this hook, I want to give you guys a little bit of a seminar on the hook. The G-Finesse Gamakatsu has got an O'Shaughnessy bend on it here. And I'll show you guys if you don't know what the difference is. This is a round bend treble hook, that red one, and this is the O'Shaughnessy bend on it. So you can see the gap on it is designed a little bit different. And in my opinion, this O'Shaughnessy bend in here, it not only hooks the fish better, but it holds them better. There's just something about the angle of this hook that is really, really good for hooking and landing fish. So the main thing about this G-Finesse is I like that O'Shaughnessy. The next thing about it, it's got a nano coating on it. Super, super slick. If you guys haven't seen a nano coating, it's almost like, it feels like there's oil on it or something. It's super slick, which makes for easy penetration. You got a chemically sharpened point, and you got a small barb that also allows for easy penetration. On top of that, the hook is extremely light, extremely light. I think that's a really important aspect on any hook, because the lighter the hook, the less it's going to affect the action. So anyway, I've got a pretty simple size selection here that I go, and I'm sort of going to go over the size selection that I use, starting from smaller to bigger. The first one would be a number 6 G-Finesse. This is a little tiny dude here. The number 6 on there is, I use this number 6 a lot for jerk baits and small crankbaits. It's super stiff, it doesn't straighten out. A lot of times if I'm fishing spotted bass or smallmouth bass with jerk baits, I'll put 3 number 6 on it like that. Little bitty, any type of small crankbait, a couple number 6s on there. Thing about it, on any of these hooks, the hook is so stiff that if you get one barb in that hook, it's not coming out. So you'll find out overall, guys, if you have a choice to make about going a little too small on a hook or going a little too big, always go small, because the small actually gives the bait better action, and it will hook the fish better because of the diameter of the wire on there. The next one I got is a number 5. Number 5 is a little bit bigger than the number 6 you can see. Again, the number 5 is one of my probably my most popular jerkbait hook. This is the hook that I use on the Megabass Vision 110 line. I use this a lot on there. I got a lot of smaller to medium diving crankbaits that I run with this hook. Number 5 hook is one of my favorites. I use it very heavily with that. Next with that is the number 4. Again, just a little bit, it's just a tiny bit different, just a tiny bit larger than the number 5. But the number 4, again, is a jerk. Sometimes I use it on the bigger jerk baits like the Edo Shiner, or some of the larger Megabass jerk baits. Again, upsizing crankbaits. This is a hook that I use a lot on my medium-sized crankbaits, lipless crankbaits. That type of stuff is a really good hook. Next one, we go up a little bit more. This is the number 2 aught, or yeah, number 2. I'm sorry. This would be the hook that I don't use this hook on jerk baits. It's a little too big unless I go like to that big Megabass Canada. This is a hook I'm using on my larger crankbaits, like the big-bodied square bill crankbaits, the larger deep diving crankbaits, that type of stuff. Any type of bait that I need a little bit larger bite gap on there, it works really good for that. So larger baits with that hook one. The next one that I use on there is go up quite a bit. This is a 2-aught right here, 2-aught, and this is the difference. Here's a number 2 and a 2-aught next to it. So this hook is considerably larger than the large hook that you use on a square bill crankbait. The 2-aught hook, guys, I would use this bait right here on the big Magnum oversized crankbaits like this Megabass Grenade. This would be something I'd use on that. Also, it would be a hook to be used on a swim bait, just a little bit larger hook with there. But guys, that's the sizes I use it. There's a lot of different options, but those ones right there, those 5 hook sizes right there, it covers 99% of the needs that I have on all my hard baits, or I'm using treble hooks on there. But anyway, guys, I'd highly recommend, if you are sort of undecided which direction to go on treble hooks, try out these Gamakatsu G-Finesse trebles. I can promise you guys will be happy with them. They're just they're works of art. So hope that helps you guys land some more fish, and we'll check in later. See you.